have been added in Photoshop. So you need to have CS6 in order to work with this effect, because this was like the latest effect, you know, that has been added. So it's like a new plugin or a new feature in CS6 also. So folks, if you have CS5 or 5.5, well, this tutorial is not ready for you. I'm sorry guys. Okay, anyways, so yeah, so say that if you are doing a magazine editing and you know we want to blur out the full water over here. So what you can do is you can just select your layer, or actually whenever I'm working with effects or filters in Photoshop, I always like to create a copy. So you can just press Ctrl J so that we have a background copy, then go to filter, blur, and these three effects or these three blur effects have been added in Photoshop CS6, and particularly I'm going to work with this effect right now, Feild blur. And you know, once you click on that effect, you are transferred to the new blur gallery that has been added in Photoshop CS6. So the whole interface gets changed, and you are in blur gallery right now. You can reset the workspace. You know, I just added a little bit of a panel over there, so it went away. And the way this effect works is that it creates a node. Okay, you can click on the node and you can position it anywhere you want. And I'm just gonna bring it down over here, you know, in order to create this full effect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the intensity of my blur by going to the blur tools, and I'm just going to increase it to somewhere like 30 maybe. Okay, and right now I know it's looking very terrible, but very horrible, but trust me, this effect works. And then what you can do is you can, and you know, when you bring your mouse down onto your composition or on your photo, you'll see a small pinpoint like icon, and that indicates that you can add yet another node onto your photograph. So meaning you can have two nodes, or actually multiple nodes. You can see this. I can add one more node, and that will act like a buffer or a transition. You know, like I'm gonna have a transition now from this point to this point. So you can see, I can just bring this over here. I can reduce or increase the intensity of blur for this node. I'm just gonna bring this down. So what happens is, everything above this node stays clear, and everything in the middle of these two nodes gets blurred out, and that's the exact effect that I'm looking for. As a matter of fact, I'm looking for actually a more intense blur. So you can see this. So somewhere like 80 I think looks good, and you can even manually input the number. And once you have finished applying the full effect, you can just click OK. The integer bit, okay, I'm sorry. This full thing was not correct. 80, then you can click OK, and it will generate that for you. And once it has been generated, you can just add a little bit of text, and you can see that we get a very nice effect. So this is how you can use Feild blur in Adobe Photoshop CS6. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the iris blur, and trust me, it's a very good effect. So definitely watch that tutorial, and thank you so much for joining me on this tutorial. Please subscribe to this channel, and I'll upload more tutorials. So yeah, please subscribe and show me some support by liking my Facebook page. The link is gonna be in the description. Thank you everyone, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you.